Yes, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's... their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Punt is in the air on 4th down. That time didn't give him any room to set up the big return. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Miller with the ball. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the shotgun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Reed. Makes the grab on the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. Turning it on. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Rifles it down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Fighting off the defender. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The kick is on its way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
But this punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They are backed on top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Young. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Owens. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Reed. That's reeled in, it's Smith. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Bowl. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Miller. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. There he goes. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Play action on first down. Looking left. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneaks it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Reed. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. This time he's got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Texas A&M going quickly. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run. Point pushes the lead to 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wideout. Miller with the ball.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Horton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Reed. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll go to the toss. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Aggies will boot it away to start the second half. And here's the return. And the returner is stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff. But
picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He'll try to take it back. The 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! And the punishment has been extended. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Give to the single back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught near the sticks. It's Horton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Shoots it to the left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the draw. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Throws it back. Here's the pressure. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Taking it the other way. The 30. 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 27 to Southern Miss. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Bringing the heat. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got a man. It's Owens. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Now he's going to break the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Trying play action. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Skips away from pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. On the move. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it back. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Get set.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He wants a big play here late. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the